Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sebring as we get baseball underway on a Sunday morning, 9 a.m. here in the Eastern Time Zone, 8 o'clock over in Central, and, well, I guess other times, depending upon what part of the world you are listening to the coverage. Thanks so much for doing so. Desoto and Okeechobee about to battle it out here in a winner's bracket game. We have not seen the Desoto team yet. They got an opening round bye. Their first game about to get underway. Okeechobee has already played one and put together an impressive performance yesterday as they knocked off Spring Hill American Navy by a 16-2 final. And by the way, no need to adjust the screen, no picture. The internet bandwidth is limited here, so we are bringing you audio, which consumes far less bandwidth. Don't have enough to provide you video, but we do have the audio. And we're about ready, I think, to get this one underway. Had some formalities to get through, and of course those formalities included a meeting between the coaches at home plate. They also required adjustments on the pitch machine to make sure it was ready to rock and roll. And now the official is apparently in need of another baseball, so we are still awaiting the start of the contest. Desoto is the visiting team, and Okeechobee is the home team. Well, they are in need of some towels, is what the officials are saying. So a couple of towels to be able to keep the baseball clean. And, of course, the baseball gets a little dirty, gets a little muddy, gets a little chalked up because it hits the dirt. It hits the chalk, and the official has just indicated he needs a towel, a couple of towels to be able to kind of massage that baseball and get it all cleaned up. But while the towels are retrieved, Jake Safford will step in to start things off for Desoto as we get this one underway. Desoto decked out in the blue jerseys, in the white trousers, and you got the white numbers and lettering, the names between the shoulder blades, and Desoto emblazoned across the chest. No swing on the first pitch to Jake Safford. Fouled off, and the count evens at 1. Jake Safford leading things off for Desoto. Riley McRae batting in the 2 spot. Kingston Boyd is the 3-hitter. Chase Shirley bats 4th. Philip Taylor in the 5 spot. Johnny Baker hits 6th. Braden Lawrence is your 7-hitter. Kipton Allen hitting 8th. Levi Shaver is the 9-hitter. Cohen Adkins batting 10th. Jack Fussell is the 11th-hitter. And Cash Cheney batting in the 12 spot for Desoto. Safford awaiting the pitch. Swung on and missed. And he will go down a strikeout victim. So one away here in the top part of the first as Riley McRae comes to the plate. Looking at the Okeechobee defense, Manny Perea is beside the pitching machine. No swing on the first toss to McRae. Behind the plate, Logan May. The first baseman is Brady Malone. Cooper LaFlamme is at second. The shortstop, Xander Tiarina. Foul back this way. Yep, waiting for that dink as the baseball gets near the field line. And at third, you've got Caton Story for Okeechobee. The outfield, Walt Fortner's in left. In left center field, Lloyd Richards. Right center field, Lionel Hagens. And Alex Flores in right. Chopped up the middle over to Baker, or make that to the pitcher, Perea. And Perea will retrieve and go to first with the throw to get McRae on the 1-3. So a couple of outs as Kingston Boyd comes to the plate. A lot of baseball today. Yesterday had 3 games here on Rotary Field. Swing and a miss by Boyd. Today we've got a total of 6 games here on Rotary Field. Hopefully Mother Nature will be cooperative. It's pretty good right now. Boyd wraps it over to short. Trying to make the backhand as Tiarina will knock it down but not be able to make a throw, and Boyd will get on. So DeSoto's got a base runner here in the top part of the first. And Chase Shirley comes to the plate as DeSoto tries to make some two-out noise. The weather looks pretty nice right now. Of course, yesterday it looked pretty nice when we got things underway. In about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, rains came. Boyd takes off for second. Throw by May goes into center field and a stolen base for Boyd. Now he is up and running towards third, and will take the big turn at third. Throw comes to third. Story coming home with the throw, and sliding in safely is Boyd. So DeSoto will get on the board with 2 gone. And it's a 1-0 contest. Chase Shirley batting. Swing and a miss. Well, here on Rotary Field, the sun shining brightly onto the diamond and into the press box. Later on in the day, it gets more pleasant on this end of the press box and not so much on the other. But here this morning, a bright sun making it a little warm at Rotary Field. Popped high into the air towards left field. Coming in is Walt Fortner to make the catch. And Chase Shirley will fly out to left for out number 3. 4 go up, 3 go down. 1 comes in and scores. DeSoto takes a 1-zip lead into the bottom of the first. Okeechobee coming to bat when we come back.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the bottom of the first, top of the order, coming to the plate for Okeechobee. Brady Malone will start things off. Cooper LaFlamme batting in the 2 spot. Manny Perea hits third. Walt Fortner is the 4-hitter. Caden Story batting 5th. 6th is Lloyd Richards. Lionel Hagens has got the 7 spot. Xander Tiarina batting in the 7 hole. I'll make that the 8 hole. 7 is Hagens. Alex Flores batting 9th. The 10-hitter is Roberto Casas. Caden Holland hits 11th, and Logan May in that 12th spot for Okeechobee. Okeechobee in the purple jerseys, the white numbers, the white name between the shoulder blades. Okeechobee across the chest, and wearing the black trousers. Malone taking the first pitch. DeSoto's got Johnny Baker in the circle beside the pitching machine behind the plate. Chase Shirley. Riley McCray is the first baseman at second. Kipton Alley. Shortstop is Jake Safford Jr. Philip Taylor playing third in the outfield. Cohen Adkins is in left. Left center, Kingston Boyd, as that one is fouled away by Malone. Braden Lawrence in right center field, and Cash Cheney is in right. Nobody aboard. Leadoff batter starting things off. Bottom of the first. 1-run plates in the top part of the inning. Kingston Boyd gets on and comes in and scores for DeSoto. Got a lot of baseball going on today. A couple of T-ball games. That is floated over to third, and Caton make that Malone flying out to Taylor.
Now to bat, number 7, Cooper LaFlamme.
So a nice job by Taylor. Hanging on to the Malone shot, 1 away here in the bottom of the first for Cooper LaFlamme. No swing on the first pitch. One away, nobody aboard. Bottom of the first, Desoto and Okeechobee. Foul out of play, and the count evens up. Got a couple of T-ball games in progress. Mike Wright out with one. Chuck Sebastian with coverage of the other. And then Division II machine pitch. Jason Thompson broadcasting that one. All available here on Jock Jive Sports, or if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, check it out on YouTube. Of course, you don't have to subscribe to our channel to check it out on YouTube, but we kind of like that idea. The Flom, no swing on the pitch, and here comes the fifth one. You get a compliment of 5. The only way you get more than 5 is if you foul off the fifth. Of course, you don't have to wait until the fifth pitch. It is wrapped right back up the middle. Gets underneath Baker's mitt into center field, and the Flom gets on with a base hit for Okeechobee. And by the way, everything's a base hit if a player gets on. That's in my book. Now, the official scorekeeper may have a different story to tell. But when you're 7 and 8 years of age and you're playing on a hot day in South Florida, not putting anything under the E column. So everything that gets somebody on is a hit in this scorebook. And the Flom getting on with a base hit. Of course, that was a legitimate shot. Up the middle, got underneath Baker's mitt. Perea fouling it off. Throw goes down to first. And actually, that was a swing and a miss by Perea, and thus the throw to first. LaFlamme able to get back safely. Walt Fortner on deck. Popped up over towards third. Getting behind the bag to make the catch is Philip Taylor. And there's 2 gone for Walt Fortner. Caden Story to the on-deck circle. Hey, thanks for listening to baseball this morning. Machine pitch baseball here in Sebring. No swing on the first pitch to Fortner. And again, Shirley will look back to LaFlamme at first. 1-0 Desoto lead. Fouled off by Fortner. Winner's bracket game. So nobody goes home after this one. Today we'll see some folks head home, though. That's several elimination games. And as a matter of fact, in Division II, as Fortner pops it up, foul territory. Taylor giving it a chase, but it will drop a couple of feet from the DeSoto third baseman. And Walt Fortner with a 2-strike count. Stepping back into the batter's box, donning those batting gloves on each hand, right-hander. Awaiting the pitch, takes it. That is toss number 4, so here's the 5th one. And Fortner's got a swing on this one. 1 on, 2 gone, bottom of the first. Walt Fortner trying to extend the inning, but instead swings and misses. 4 go up, 3 go down. Nobody scores in the bottom of the first. We are headed to the second in a 1-0 contest.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
And we head to the top of the second. Philip Taylor, who made a nice defensive play, actually a couple of them in the bottom part of the first, will start things off offensively for DeSoto in the top of the second. Johnny Baker, Braden Lawrence due up in the inning too. Both teams send 4 to the plate in the first, but Soto sends theirs in, the lone runner that got on. Meanwhile, Okeechobee stranding LaFlamme. And it's a 1-zip contest. No swing on the first pitch to Taylor. Well, you see a number on your scoreboard graphic, 334-488-1385. That's how you send shout-outs. So it's a who, what, when, where kind of thing. Swing and a miss by Taylor as the count evens. Need to know who you're sending the shout-out to. Where's it from? What part of the country? What part of the world? Yesterday, let's see, we heard from New York, Illinois, Indiana, Florida, Georgia, Alabama. Foul back. Trying to think if we heard from anywhere else yesterday, but love to know where you were listening to the coverage from. Fouled off, by the way, by Taylor into 2-strike count. And then, of course, you got to put the shout out there to the team or team player. Wrap towards third, hugs the line, goes into left. And Taylor is on to begin the Desoto second. So Taylor will get on as Johnny Baker comes to the plate. And send all that information to 334-488-1385. 334-488-1385. If you don't mind text it, typically we get a phone call or two. Love to talk, but got to cover a little baseball. No swing on the toss as Taylor goes to second, but I see the yellow flag tossed by the official, which is an indication that Taylor left early. So Taylor will have to go back to first. So obviously, especially with an audio-only game, a little more difficult to take calls. Popped up into center field by Johnny Baker. Throw goes to second, but Taylor able to get there first. And Desoto with a couple of base runners on here in the top of the second. Braden Lawrence coming to the plate with 2 aboard. Shout out says, good luck, Okeechobee boys, and Lloyd Richards and Xander Tiarina. Hit it hard, run fast, and turn left. Swing and a miss by Lawrence. Taylor breaks for third. He'll be there safely. Throw goes into left. That gives Baker a chance to get to second. So the 2 runners on, now both in scoring position. Nobody out for Braden Lawrence. Kipton Allen, make that Ali, moving to the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss by Lawrence. Couple of strikes on the 7-hitter. By the way, next weekend we head to Bristol for the AAA, the Ozone and the Majors state tournaments. It's my understanding they might have enough internet for us to get you a picture to go along with the audio. So next weekend, maybe a little video to boot. Two-strike count as Lawrence awaits. Baker and Taylor aboard. Drives it on the one-hopper to Perea. He'll go over to first, get the out of Lawrence, but in to score is Taylor. And Desoto takes a 2-zip lead. Baker will go to third.
Up to bat, number 16, Kipton Alley.
One away for Kipton Alley. Levi Schaefer moves to the on-deck circle. When you get to the bottom of the second, Caden Story, Lloyd Richards, Lionel Hagen's coming up. Wrap towards short, stepping in, trying to field with Story. Instead, it ricochets into left center field. And Kipton Alley will be on, and Baker will come in to score. Now a 3-zip DeSoto lead with Levi Schaefer Awaiting the pitch, goes after the first one, wraps it to short, scooped up there by Tiarina, gets the out, and second throw on the first, not in time. But the lead run around on the 6-4.
27, Cohen Atkins.
And there's 2 gone with a base runner at first. Cohen Adkins coming to the plate. Shout out says go to Soto, Johnny Baker from Dad in Arcadia. Thanks to Dad there in Arcadia. 334-488-1385 to send shout-outs. It's the number posted there on your screen. Fouled off again by Adkins, a 2-strike count. Schaefer at first, 2 gone, 2 in. 3-zip DeSoto here in the top part of the second. The game slated to go 6, but there are things that could end it early, like a lead of 15 or better after 3. 10 or better after 4. Foul back this direction, as you could hear. Got a field mic out on the roof, and that was darn close. Adkins still with a 2-strike count. Wrapped up the middle, got the leg of the pitching machine. Dead ball after it hits the leg. So Adkins will be on. He's got a single. And Schaefer will go to second. So a couple of base runners aboard for Jack Fussell. By the way, our youth sports coverage takes us all the way into late August. We're going to be somewhere just about, well, as a matter of fact, every week. And close to every day of the week. Fouled back. We had some machine pitch in Savannah, Georgia on Thursday. Coach pitch in Calhoun, Georgia on Friday. Here today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday. Then, of course, the state tournaments in Bristol start next Saturday. Fouled away by Fussell. 2-strike count on the 11-hitter with a couple of base runners aboard. Cash Cheney moves to the on-deck circle. Let's see, after that we got SWAC Media Day. Doing some work in Oklahoma, work in Missouri. Swing and a miss. No, got a piece of it to stay alive. So the runners were off and running, but of course there's 2 gone. So they would have been headed to the dugout, but instead Fussell able to get just a piece of it and stay alive. Pops it up over in the direction of first, backtracking to make the catch is Malone. Adkins and Shaver left on. But Taylor and Baker come in to score, and DeSoto will take a 3-zip lead into the bottom of the second.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the bottom of the second. Caden Story starting things off. Lloyd Richards, Lionel Hagens due up in the inning, too. A 3-zip Desoto lead. Couple of runs played in the top part of the inning as Taylor and Baker come in to score. Popped up over towards first. Over to make the catch is Riley McCray, and Story out number 1.
Up to bat, number 27, Lloyd Richards.
So 1 gone here in the bottom part of the second. And don't forget about following us on Facebook and Twitter. At Jock Jive on Facebook, Jock Jive Sports on Twitter. We'd like to get to 13,000 followers by the end of the summer. We're about 1,200 or so away. And, of course, you found out the big benefit yesterday to following us because we kept you updated on when play would resume after the weather. Richards shoots it into left field. Base hit, and Lloyd Richards will get on with a single. So Okeechobee's got a base runner here in the bottom of the second. And our goal for Twitter is to get to 3,000 followers. We're about 900 away from where we need to be there. No swing on the first pitch, Hagens. Meanwhile, Richards takes off for second. He'll be there with a stolen base. So Okeechobee with the base runner in scoring position. Hagens rips it towards second. Snagged by Alley. Goes over to first, and then it pops out of the mid of McCray. Meanwhile, Richards goes to third, and now a couple of base runners on. They're on the corners.
And up to bat, number 6, Xander Tiarena.
Xander Tiarena coming to the plate. The Okeechobee shortstop with a couple of base runners aboard. He represents the tying run here in the bottom of the second. Alex Flores moving to the on-deck circle. Tiarena showing bunt, pulls back, runner takes off. Throw got the pitch machine. Not a dead ball, though, on a throw. It will ricochet off the machine. Baker picks it up. Coming in from third is Richards. He will score. And Hagens will wind up taking third. So it was the throw that got the pitching machine versus the hit. So it ricochets off the machine, and Baker tries to get it home in time to get Richards, but Richards able to come in and score the first Okeechobee run of the game. The one thing the throw did do was alter the trajectory of a pitch from the machine. So they're doing a little testing to make sure that that machine is tossing balls where it needs to go. Tiarena at the plate with now a base runner 60 feet away. It is rolled towards third but foul. Alex Flores moves to the on-deck circle. So Okeechobee gets on the board here in the bottom part of the second and has that runner at third that could make it a one-run game. No swing on the pitch to Tiarena. But I mentioned following us on Facebook and Twitter. Ask your friends to do the same. Share us with them. And we're trying to get that total up to 13 grand Facebook followers. It is fouled away by Tiarena. Fifth pitch coming. And Tiarena's got a swing. He's got a base runner at third, Hagens. Jock Jive Sports for Facebook, at Jock Jive for Twitter. And while you're at it, if you don't mind, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Pitch is too tall. But that was the fifth pitch. High, and that's why Tiarena did not swing, but the officials are making an adjustment now on the pitch machine. So let's see if Tiarena is and out, or if that was described by officials as an illegal pitch, and he'll get one more. I got a feeling that he's going to get another toss because the officials immediately went to the machine. It threw it a little taller than his helmet. So Tiarina is going to be back into the box, I think. And indeed, he will step back in and get a second, fifth pitch. Got that magenta Easton. Held shoulder high, wraps it over towards third. Picked up by Taylor. Throw coming to the plate, trying to get the base runner, Hagens. Hagens instead will put on the brakes, go back to the bag, and that gives Tiarina an opportunity to get to second.
Now to bat, number 10, Alex Flores.
So a couple of base runners in scoring position as Alex Flores comes to the plate. And now the tying run in scoring position for Flores. Showing bunt, bunts foul. Nothing in one on Flores. Bottom of the order coming to the plate when you get to the top of the third for Desoto, but Okeechobee in no hurry to get to the top of inning number 3. Roll towards Taylor at third. He'll come home with a throw. Play at the plate. There in time for Taylor. Shirley will lay the tag on Hagens. Meanwhile, Tiarina caught on a rundown between second and third. He's able to get to third safely. So a nice job by Taylor coming home with a throw to get Hagens on the 5-2. Tiarina will wind up at third, and on the other corner is Flores. And there is 2 away. And it looks like there is an appeal of a call. Not sure which call, because it is the DeSoto coach making the appeal. Well, initially the official indicated out, but he was talking about the play at the plate, and you had the DeSoto coach clapping the hands, and I guess he thought the out was over at third, but now the officials are clarifying, nope, the out was at first. Cassis laying down the semi-swing, throw over to first, not on its mark. Baker will throw it away. Tiarina will come in and score. Flores waved around third. He will come to the house. Roberto Cassis told to take the turn and take a look. And he sees Shirley getting the baseball, so he scampers back to third.
Now to bat, number 2, Caden Holland.
So Okeechobee able to tie it up here in the bottom of the second. Roberto Cassis delivering just a little bit of a half swing, really not a bunt. Just kind of a half swing to get the bat on the ball. Rolled it towards Baker. Baker trying to hurry the throw to first. And it was a little low for his first baseman, Riley McCray. I've got a 3-3 score, and there's a 4-3 score on the scorebook. We will make sure that that is right between games. I know our official scorekeeper is on top of things, but I had it as 3-3 because Hagens went out on the 5-2 put out by Flores. So they did not call Hagens out. So that's where the fourth run scores, and you can scratch one of the outs. Told you our official scorekeeper knows what she's doing. So when it looked like Flores had wrapped into the 5-2, they got Hagens at the plate. Instead, Hagens was called safe. That shot by Holland, right back up the middle to Baker, knocks it down, goes over to first with a throw. We'll get Holland on the 1-3 put out, but Casson will come in and score.
Now to bat, number 3, Logan May.
And make it a 5-3 game. So thank you very much for the fine workers up here in the box, making sure that you get what's going on in the diamond. So now there is 2 away after the 1-3 put out of Holland. And Logan May coming to the plate. Brady Malone moves to the on-deck circle. Wrapped up the middle, got between the legs of the pitch machine. Nice stop at second by Alley. Throws over to first, not quite in time, but a really nifty defensive play by Alley. Good range, able to backhand near the bag. But May able to get on. And we go back to the top of the order as Brady Malone steps in. Cooper LaFlamme moving to the on-deck circle. Throw to first and back safely is May. So Richards, Hagens, Tiarina, Flores, and Cassis have scored. This one popped up into left field. Base hit for Brady Malone. May will go to second. Malone's the base runner at first. And with 2 gone, there's 2 on. And Cooper LaFlamme coming to the plate. LaFlamme with a single in the first. Manny Piaria moving to the on-deck circle. Cash Chaney will start things off in the third when we get to the Desoto part of the inning. Popped up over towards third, and there's a sure glove. Taylor makes the catch, and LaFlamme will go down on the flyout, leaving a couple of base runners on. But a big inning for Okeechobee. They will plate 5 and take a 2-run lead into the top of the third.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the bottom of the order, top of the third. Cash Chaney will start things off for DeSoto. First time in the game that the Bulldogs have come to the plate down. They scored a run in the first and then a couple of runs in the second before Okeechobee put 5 on the board in the bottom of the second. So DeSoto entering the third down by a pair of runs. And when you come to the Sebring area, got a couple of hotels love for you to check out. The 7, which is located on the racetrack, and I understand that it's called the 7 because it sits on turn 7 on the track. And there at the 7, they've also got the Apex. I like these cool names. The restaurant called the Apex at 7, the hotel the 7. I mean, admittedly, those are unusual. Handcrafted burger is an $8 lunch special at the Apex. Topped with the ruby red tomatoes, which means not greenhouse grown, but out in the sunlight. You know, you get those tomatoes that don't really look red. They look kind of a pale red. That's greenhouse tomatoes. They're not that good. Ruby red tomatoes stuck on the burgers there at the Apex. Crisp lettuce, your choice of cheese, served on a soft, freshly baked roll. So check it out at the Apex. And, of course, I'm staying at the Inn on the Lakes, located near the lakes. And it's a great place to stay with something apparently going on just about any time, day or night. Or they're a festive place at the Inn on the Lakes. Just gorgeous rooms. And right in the middle of everything that is Sebring. And two, if you're looking for something in close proximity to the park, I would say it's probably the closest hotel to the park. About a 3 to 5 minute drive. And you are here, Inn on the Lakes, and the 7. Cash Cheney starting things off here in the top of the third. Swings, fouls it off, 0-1. Jake Safford, Riley McCray due up in the inning, too. He'll step towards the plate per the direction of coach by Cheney. And then he will swing and miss, 0-2. Well, here's what's at stake. A state championship, but that's not it. That's not all there is to it. You've also got a potential trip to the World Series if you win. Swing and a miss. Cheney goes down swinging, one away here in the third. Which this year a little different at the World Series level. They also have a B division. So the smaller leagues will have an opportunity to compete for a World Series title this year. I think the machine pitch is in Ruston, which is where Division I machine pitch will be held. Swing and a miss by Safford. Safford, a strikeout victim in the first, batting here in the third. Riley McCray to the on-deck circle. And in the B division for Ozone Majors and AAA back in Lumberton, North Carolina. Fouled off. Got a piece of the headgear of May. But May fine. Coach going to come out and check on him. But Logan May's like, Coach, listen, I'm a catcher. You know, this kind of stuff happens. I'm tough. Coach gives him a pat on the head, and May says, I'm ready. Ready for pitch number 3 to Jake Safford. Popped up over in the direction of third. Story with a run over and the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 22.
So Safford with the fly out to second for out number 2. Riley McCray coming to the plate. McCray wrapped into the 1-3 put out in the first. He is 0 for 1 in the game. 2 up, 2 gone. Kingston Boyd to the on-deck circle. As we are here in the top part of the third, when you get to the bottom part of the inning, it'll be Perea, Fortner, and Story coming to the plate for Okeechobee. One hopper, nice knockdown in the mound by Perea. Will pick it up, go over to first and get McCray on the 1-3. 3 go up, 3 go down. Nobody scores in the top of the third. We're headed to the bottom of the inning. Okeechobee with a 2-run lead.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the bottom of the third. Manny Perea starting things off. Walt Fortner, Caden Story due up in the inning 2. And don't forget about those text shout-outs. There's the number on your scoreboard, 334-488-1385. You want to send a greeting to a player or to a team, please do. And let us know where you're listening to the game from. Don't forget, too, that you can get a download of any game we broadcast in this tournament, whether it's T-ball or pitch machine, whether it's Division 1 or 2. $5 per download, and you start the process by emailing info@jockjive.com. info@jockjive.com. We will get you fixed up with the coverage of whichever game or games you prefer. Getting some substitutions put into the game by Okeechobee. And that's what's slowing the process down as far as getting into the bottom of the third. No time limit in these games. There aren't time limits in T-ball, at least in the pool play. 90 minutes is the max you can take a game, although I don't think any of the games yesterday went 90 minutes. Most of them wrapped up in an hour or less. But here in pitch machine, there is no time limit. And it looks like we're about 46 minutes into the game. Manny Perea starting things off. Perea with a pop out to third in the first, batting again here in the third. Fouls it back off the screen, out of play. All grass diamond. The exception is around the base paths or the bases. Shot to short. Safford picks it up into the dirt, but a nice dig on the receiving end by McCray.
Now batting number
Just
4,
a very nice play by McCray. Gets the dig, and Perea goes out on the 6-3. Walt Fortner to the plate next. No swing in the first pitch to Fortner, who struck out in the first. One out in the home half of inning 3. Fortner wraps it over towards Taylor, knocks it down in third, picks it up, but will not make a throw. And Fortner is on at first.
Now batting number 17, Caden Story.
But I mentioned all grass. The exception is around the bases. They've got the red clay in a circular fashion all around the base path, and then of course between, or around the bases, and then between home plate and the mound. Kind of got a dog bone look, or maybe a dumbbell look. That look with the red clay from the plate to the mound. Story shoots it to short. Safford will pick it up, go to second with the throw, and the 6-4 putout gets Fortner.
27, Lloyd Richards.
Still a base runner at first, but now with 2 gone for Lloyd Richards. No swing on the first pitch to Richards. He had a base hit, stole a base, and scored a run in the first. Make that in the second. So all of the Okeechobee runs came an inning ago, but the 5 runs enough to give them the 2-run lead. It is slowly rolled towards the third base dugout and foul by Richards. Two gone, 1 on here in the bottom of the third. And the fourth, Boyd, Shirley, and Taylor come to the plate for Desoto. Slow roller by Richards. Too short, picked up by Safford. Goes to second. And the 6-4 putout gets Story, leaves Richards on. 4 go up, 3 go down. 1 stranded, nobody scores in the bottom of the third. We are headed to the fourth. And Okeechobee still up by a pair of runs.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Starting off the top of the fourth for Desoto, number 6, Kingston Boyd.
We head to the top of the fourth. Kingston Boyd starting things off for Desoto. And Chase Shirley, Philip Taylor due up in the inning too. Boyd, the left center fielder for Desoto, had a base hit and scored a run in the first inning. Accounted for the only run in the first inning. Got on and then a throw around by the defense. Turned into a run. Boyd takes the first pitch and sends it to Walt Fortner in left field, who makes the catch on the line drive for out one.
Number 13, Chase Shirley.
One away, Chase Shirley next. He popped out to left field in the first. Philip Taylor moves to the on-deck circle. Slowly rolled towards short, picked up there by Tiarina, and a strong throw over to first to get Shirley on the 6-3.
Now batting number 98, Philip Taylor.
So a couple of would-be base runners back into the dugout for Desoto. 2 gone as Philip Taylor comes to the plate. Johnny Baker to the on-deck circle. Taylor wearing that neon green helmet. Can't miss him. Hit again to Tiarina at short. Scoops it up again. Whips it over to first. And Tiarina on the 6-3 will get Taylor. 3 go up, 3 go down for the second consecutive inning. That is 7 in a row set down by Okeechobee. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Higgins, Tiarina, and Flores all coming up.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the bottom of the fourth. Lionel Higgins will start things off for Okeechobee. Xander Tiarina and Alex Flores due up in the inning too.
Lionel Higgins.
And Okeechobee defense has been tough over the last couple of innings. 7 straight set down by Okeechobee. And Higgins will start things off offensively in the bottom of the fourth. No swing on the first pitch. 1 run scores in the first for Desoto, 2 in the second. Okeechobee, all of their runs in the second, starting things off as Higgins with a base hit that winds up rolling all the way to the fence. Higgins is on his way to third, and he is going to get there safely. A triple by Higgins to begin the Okeechobee fourth.
Now batting number 6, Xander Tyrena.
And a base runner in third for Xander Tyrena. Alex Flores moving to the on-deck circle. Hagens, the base runner, over at third. Tyrena with a base hit in the second and scored a run in the second. He was one of the 5 that came in and scored in the second, fouled off by Tyrena. Well, I mentioned it's a busy day here at the ballpark. 6 games here on Rotary Field. Coming up next at 11 o'clock, Holmes County and Sebring. That's an elimination game. Hard hit over Taylor's mitt at third into left field by Tyrena. That will score Hagens. And Okeechobee makes it a 6-3 game.
Now batting number 10,
Alex Flores next. Flores with a base hit in the second. Scored a run as well. Big cut from Flores, no contact. Roberto Casas moving to the on-deck circle. Wrapped over towards second. Nice job of getting over to field the ball by Alley. From his knees makes the throw, and he's got Flores out. Tyrena will go to second. It was a nice play by Alley in a variety of ways. He was actually breaking to his right to cover second and had to break back towards his left to field, and then went to his knees to throw out Flores. And there is one away for Roberto Casas. Caden Holland to the on-deck circle, fouled away. 5th inning for DeSoto starts with Johnny Baker. Braden Lawrence and Kipton Alley will come to the plate as well. 6, 7, and 8 hitters for DeSoto. Slow roller right up the middle. Coming in to retrieve Baker. Goes over to first. Quick play in first to get Casas on the 1-3. Tyrena will go to third. There is 2 away for Caden Holland.
Now batting number 2, Caden Holland.
Holland hit into the 1-3 in the second. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Okeechobee tacking on 1, trying to get another. Tyrena knocked in Hagens, and now Tyrena is over at third. Caden Holland, swing and a miss. Trying to drive in the 7th Okeechobee run of the game. DeSoto trying to register out number 3 and go to the top of the 5th. Popped up right field, and that will be dropped. Shaver trying to get over to make the catch, could not. Tyrena will come in and score. And Holland safely at first.
Now batting number 3, Logan May.
So Okeechobee now a 4-run lead. And Logan May coming to the plate. Holland taking off on the first pitch, able to get in safely. Swiping tag attempt by Alley, just couldn't get him. And Holland with the stolen base at second. Swing and a miss by May. And the throw that was intended to go to the circle wound up ricocheting off the machine and wound up over at first. That gives Holland a chance to get to third. So May now with the base runner 60 feet away, wrapped to second, fielded by Alley, goes to first with a throw. That's going to pull off McRae. Holland will come in and score, and May safely at first. And the Okeechobee lead now 5.
Number 34, Brady Malone.
Back to the top of the order, Brady Malone, who has popped out to third. Stepping in here in the fourth, Cooper LaFlamme moves to the on-deck circle. Fouled off. Hagens, Tiarina, and Holland all coming in here in the fourth inning for Okeechobee. And have built a 5-run lead. Malone wraps it up the middle, knocked off Baker, and that's going to allow May a chance to get to second. Malone's at first.
Now batting, number 7.
So a couple of base runners on for Cooper LaFlamme. LaFlamme 1 for 2 in the game, making his third plate appearance. Had a base hit in the first, popped out to third in the second. He's got May at second, Malone at first. Your M&Ms are aboard for Okeechobee. And LaFlamme trying to drive them in. Off the stick towards third in foul territory. Taylor can't quite get there. Close, but a few inches off the mitt. And LaFlamme with another opportunity. The left-hander awaits, drives it up the middle, ricochets off Baker, tries to retrieve, picks up, fires to second, but not in time, and the base is loaded. So May to third, Malone is at second, LaFlamme, the base runner, at first.
Now batting number 99, Manny Perea.
And Manny Perea with the bases full. Okeechobee trying to break open a relatively close game. It was a 2-run lead coming into the bottom of the fourth. It is 5 now. And the base is full for Perea. Wanted a grand slam there. Big cut, no contact. Walt Fortner moves to the on-deck circle. Foul back out of play. And the 2-strike count on Perea. No swing on the pitch. That was the fourth. This one will be pitch number 5. So a must swing for Perea. 0 for 2 in the game with a fly out to third and a ground out to short. Got just a piece of it, which means a 6th pitch. Fouled off and apparently got a piece of Shirley as well, but Shirley, like May, going, coach, it's a state tournament. I got all kinds of gear on. Didn't hurt me. Gets a little fist bump from coaches and squats back behind home plate. Your managers, by the way, Stephen Bradley Lawrence for Desoto and Clint LaFlamme for Okeechobee. Popped up high into the air towards left field, and that will get over the head of the left fielder Adkins. May comes in and scores. Malone scores. LaFlamme on his way home. He will score. Perea will go to third. A bases clearing 3-bagger. And Okeechobee makes it an 11-3 lead. And the Desoto coach calling the players in to the circle to have a chit-chat. As Okeechobee has built now an 8-run lead. And if you are DeSoto, you are now a little concerned about the run rule. There are 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. You've got Walt Fortner coming to the plate. Base runner is Manny Perea at 3rd, but now Okeechobee, if you plate Perea and get Fortner home, there's no top of the 5th. So DeSoto having that conversation. Fortner 1 for 2. He has struck out and had a single. Well, this Okeechobee squad has scored their runs in bundles, put a 5-run second together, and now a 6-run 4th. And have an 11-3 advantage. Fortner fouling it away. Well, we've seen Fortner before, saw him yesterday, and he certainly got the umph to send this one a long way. Chopped over towards short. Gobbled up by Safford. Throw to first, not there. Perea will come in and score, and Fortner's on at first. And apparently you can only score 7 in an inning. So you're not going to have an opportunity to run rule in the 4th, because the max of 7 runs is plated. 12-3 your advantage, Okeechobee, as we head to the 5th.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the top of the 5th. Johnny Baker starting things off. Braden Lawrence, Kipton Alley due up in the inning 2. Getting clarification on the rules. So 7's the max runs per inning. And then your run rules are just twofold. You got 15 after 3 or 10 after 4.
Leading off the top.
So DeSoto wanting runs here in the top part of the 5th.
Number 1, Johnny Baker.
And Okeechobee wants to hold DeSoto in the top of the 5th and play to run in the bottom part. So obviously you got 2 different game plans. For DeSoto, it's to get back into the ball game and score lots of runs. For Okeechobee, it's don't let them score any and get 1 in the bottom part. Johnny Baker starting things off. 7 in a row set down by Okeechobee. Let's see how Baker fares. Fouls it back this direction. Nothing in 1 on Baker. He's got a base hit and scored a run. He was one of the 2 runs that plated in the 2nd. Hit towards second. LaFlamme picks up, goes to first. Johnny Baker out on the 4-3. So 1 away for Braden Lawrence.
Now batting number 20, Braden Lawrence.
Got a final and machine pitch over in Division II. West Volusia 15-zip over Sneads in 3 innings. So Sneads becomes the first team eliminated. Wrapped again to second. LaFlamme again picks it up again to first, and again it's in time as Braden Lawrence hits into the 4-3.
Now batting number 16.
2 away for Kipton Alley. So the first team to go in this year's state tournament, Sneads, eliminated by West Volusia. Kipton Alley with 2 gone. Chops at it. I think trying to lay down the bunt, but couldn't connect. Alley with a base hit in the second. Levi Shaver to the on-deck circle. Popped up on the infield. That's going to be trouble to get to, and it will drop in as a base hit for Alley. And that will snap a string of 9 in a row set down by the Okeechobee defense. It brings Levi Shaver to the plate. Shaver hit into a 6-4 in the second. Shows bunt. Then pulls back. Meanwhile, Alley takes off for second. The throw, not in time, and a stolen base for Alley. So Desoto trying to manufacture a run here in the top part of the 5th. Schaefer got a piece of it and fouls it off. A couple of strikes on Schaefer. Cohen Adkins moves to the on-deck circle. In towards short. Charging in is Tiarina. Won't be able to field. Will not make a throw either. Smart move. Goes to third, and safely back is Alley. Close play at third, but Alley able to get back safely. Schaefer is on the other corner.
Now batting number 27, Cohen Atkins.
So Desoto trying to make some 2-out noise here with Cohen Adkins coming to the plate. Fouled off the end of the stick. I mentioned the managers for both teams. Desoto's coaches are Brandon Shirley, Matt McCray, and Jake Safford. Your coaches for Okeechobee, Saul Tiarina, Cody Story, David May. Throw goes to second, and with a throw to second on the stolen base by Schaefer, Kipton Alley will come in and score. So a 12-4 game now as Cohen Adkins steps in. Popped up over towards short. Tiarina picks it up on the one hop. Got a long throw over. Coming off the bag to make the catch at first is Malone. As he looks back, Schaefer. And Adkins on.
Now batting number 9, Jack Fussell.
So runners on the corners for Jack Fussell. Fussell showing bunt, pulls back. And Adkins will take off for second, get there without a throw, so the stolen base has Adkins in scoring position. That's a hot shot towards third, but foul. That had a little habanero on it from Russell. That's a little more than mustard. And a little stronger than, what, the jalapeno? So it was a habanero. Sent down the line over towards third, popped up out of play. So Desoto coming into the top of the 5th, hoping to get a bunch of runs. Have one thus far. A couple of base runners on with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and Fussell will strike out. So the lead now 8. Which means if you are Okeechobee trying to wrap it up in the bottom of the 5th, you got to get 2. Desoto trying to shut down Okeechobee. And I'm going to make the assumption that when you get to the sixth inning, you can score any number of runs, that you're not limited to the 7 because the lead currently is 8. We head to the bottom of the 5th here on Jock Jive Sports.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. It is Caden Story who will start things off. Got a couple of T-ball scores to pass along. Bartow has beaten West Volusia 27-15. And Brooksville, a 2013 winner over Sebring. Popped up over towards right field. That will drop into foul territory for Story. And of course, T-ball, no elimination games. They're playing pool play. Well, I guess technically you do have eliminations because of the pools. Only the champ and runner-up in pool play go to the double elimination part of the bracket. Popped up on the infield, high into the air, and nobody nearby. Story will get on with a single to begin the 5th for Okeechobee.
Now batting number 27, Lloyd Richards.
Lloyd Richards with a base runner on. Lionel Hagens moves to the on-deck circle. Meanwhile, off and running and tagged out. What a throwdown by Shirley. Got it into the midst of Alley and catches Story trying to steal second. So the runner taken off the base path and the out registered one away for Lloyd Richards. And he'll drive that one foul towards left. Just about a foot and a half foul. Desoto trying to get to the 6th, and the 6th is an open inning. Innings 1 through 5, the max you can score is 7. Inning 6, whatever you need. So for Desoto, if they can get to the top of the 6th and hold this Okeechobee score to 9 or less, they've got a chance in the 6th. Shot by Richards towards second, picked up by Alley. And he will go to first to get Richards on the 4-3. 2 gone for Lionel Hagens.
Now batting number 11, Lydell Hagens.
No swing on the first pitch to Hagens. Xander Tiarina moves to the on-deck circle. Popped up by Hagens to short. Safford makes the catch. And Desoto has given themselves a chance in the 6th. They hold Okeechobee scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. It's an 8-run game with an open 6th inning coming up. Desoto sending their 12, 1 and 2 hitters to the plate when we return.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
Hits a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We head to the top of the sixth. It is a Desoto squad that needs at least 8. Bottom of the order, starting things off, Chase Shaney. Jake Safford and Riley McCray due up in the inning, too. A 12-4 Okeechobee lead. Getting all of their runs in a couple of innings. 5 runs in the second and 7 runs in the fourth. Swing and a miss by Cheney. Cheney, a strikeout victim in the third. Desoto getting a run in the first, couple of runs in the second, and plated 1 run in the fifth. Swing and a miss by Cheney, and there's one away. So a strikeout of Cheney. We go back to the top of the order. Jake Safford steps in. Safford has struck out and popped out. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Riley McCray to the on-deck circle. Fouled off. Trying to bunt himself aboard, instead bunted foul. He struck out in the first. Popped out to third in the third. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up in foul territory. Chase given over at third by Story. But it falls into the dirt, and Safford's got an 0-2 count. Swing, a miss, and out will go Safford. So a couple of strikeouts to begin the sixth inning.
22, Riley McCray.
And now Desoto is going to have to score the 8 runs with 2 gone. Riley McCray stepping in. No swing on the first toss. Now, obviously, it's not probable, but it is possible. Did a JUCO college softball game where one team scored 16 runs with 2 outs. So anything can happen. Rolled slowly towards Perea, picks it up, goes to first, and it won't happen this time. 1-2-3 goes to Soto in the top of the sixth. And this one is now final. It's a 12-4 Okeechobee win. Okeechobee with the victory will advance to take on the winner of the Spring Hill North Lakeland game coming up at 1 o'clock this afternoon. DeSoto with a loss dropping into the loser's bracket. They'll have a 5 o'clock matchup tonight against the loser of that Spring Hill North Lakeland game. 1 run in the first, couple of runs in the second, a run in the fifth for DeSoto. 5 in the second and 7 in the fourth for Okeechobee. And it's a 12-4 Okeechobee win. Thanks so much for listening to the coverage. More baseball coming up. We'll see you right here on Jock Jive Sports. Robert Williamson saying so long, everybody.